Mick, so you were pretty banged up at the back end of the season. What exactly happened?
Yeah, just the shoulder injury was done before the whole game last round. Just doing some weights and felt a little pop in my shoulder, and we thought I'd just torn a muscle or something in there. And then after the Leeds game, I sort of struggled through that next month, and I was having to get needles to play, and then got an X-ray at the end of that and realised I'd actually broken my shoulder. So just had a screw inserted, and it's all back in place now. So. It's all good. Was
it just the shoulder? Was there other injuries?
I had a bit of torn cartilage in the knee that had to be fixed from the Leeds game. Did that in the first half against Leeds, and just an elbow injury that was an ongoing thing that I'd sort of struggled with all year. So I thought it was best to get them all done at once. Well, all done in one off season. So all done now, all repaired, and just in the rehab, getting ready to play.
How's the rehab going? Is that going okay?
Yeah, it's going right. It's it's hard. When you're rehabbing one injury, it's probably 3 times worse when you're rehabbing 3 of them. So it's just a bit. There's limits to everything I can do, and some of the knee rehab, you need a good shoulder, and the shoulder's not quite there at the moment. So it's time consuming and annoying and frustrating, but starting to get through it now, and do a little bit of running and a little bit of weights. So hopefully out of the annoying part of it at the moment.
How does this fit in with the pre-season training?
Yeah, it hasn't, obviously haven't been able to do too much with the boys. They're all back by the England boys and the representative guys, and they're into some hard training already. And I haven't been able to join in on that yet. Today was my first little bit of conditioning, and the knees pulled up pretty well, and start some weights as well. Into some light weights. So hopefully by the time the boys come out to Australia, and we're into the full swing then.
Pre-season been tough up to now. I've heard some stories of some people being a little bit ill afterwards.
Yeah, there usually is. It's most of the young guys are in at the moment, and usually there's a few of them that aren't used to the grind of a pre-season that you get with a full team squad, and I think a few of them have been a little sick, and Benny Evans has struggled through it so far, and a few of the other young fellas. So that's always good to see. It gives them a taste of what being in a full-time squad's all about, and they'll only benefit from it. I remember my first pre-season with some of the big names at Canberra, like Laurie Daly and all them, and I was sick a fair few times as well.
Are you impressed with the young lads coming through?
Yeah, for sure. It's we had a group of 6 come in last year that are I would still consider as young lads, and another 6 come in this year. So I think for them at the moment, it's about learning from some of the other guys, and getting used to the full-time status of being a full squad player. So for them, there's a little bit of work to do, but they've impressed me so far with their attitude and their willingness to rip in and train. And I think it's important for the older guys that when they come back, that these young guys are a few steps ahead and can pull them along.
A great season on the pitch, not quite there in the end with the playoffs. What are the aspirations for 2012?
Same as this year. We were the best team in the comp this year. Unfortunately, that doesn't always mean you win the competition. I don't think anyone could argue that we weren't the best team. We beat the big teams, Leeds, Saints, Wigan. We beat them convincingly home and away. We great first game in the playoffs. We just unfortunately, I think the lack of competition from the rest of the competition probably hurt us. I think we had too many easy games last year. Too many games where we won by 50 and 60, and it just doesn't prepare you for 4 weeks of intense football at the back end of the year. You might be able to get through 1 or 2, but it just doesn't prepare you well enough for 4 big games. Hopefully this year we can keep improving on what we've done. I thought, like I said, we had the best attack, the best defence. We were the best team, so it's just a matter of building on that and getting better.
And looking forward to the 2012 season, we've got a brand new structure coming on the stadium. Looking forward to getting and playing in front of the fans again. Yeah,
for sure. It was one of the highlights last year. Was the buzz around the town with how the team was performing, and even after losing to Leeds, I've had probably 3 months of depression getting over that game. But just seeing people around about town, everyone was real upbeat and real proud of how we performed last year, even though we didn't win either of the 2 trophies, the Cup or the Super League. So, with the new stadium as well, will hopefully increase that support, and should be a big season for us.